Killing my foes with a master sword. Find the Triforce and keep it away from the man I swore to kill. I'm damn sure to take back the land from Ganondorf. Here comes the storm. Here comes the storm.
Hey guys, Drew here. I want to do a video about the rotation, or not the rotation, but glyphs and you know, just basic rules of warrior, arms warrior. First thing is talents is the charges. All of them are good except Warbringer. It used to be really good back on 5.2, but I run a double time. So if you're mages, warriors, disengage, blink. Juggernauts good too. It's 12 seconds, but I like the double. Of course, everyone runs with second wind. Here, I kind of still run with disrupting shot, even though Pummel's on cooldown. There shares CD with Pummel for double caster, but I will run Shiring Shout against melee class or cleave classes. You always want to run a Shockwave. Safeguard that lets you reduce damage taken by 20%, and it Strumble, it shares cooldown with Shockwave. It used to be really good back in 5.2. Didn't share cooldowns with Warbringer, Shockwave, and all that, and you could land unbelievable CC. This is my setup, and this is what I run with literally all the time. The only thing I'll change is staggering shout, and that's about it. I used to run with Avatar back in 5.2 when I was a noob, but that's when I was a noob. Glyphs. I run with Bull Rush, Leap, and Charge. Blizz is pretty good, but I like the additional 15 Rage and the 5 ERs in the Leap. Let's see. My minor glyphs, which really don't, care that much. They don't matter. I run with Thunderstrike, Burning Rage, and Burning Trail. Alright, I'll show you gems. I run with the 216 strength, 3 increased crit, and 80 strength, 160 strength in the helm. Enchant, I use the there's no helm enchant anymore. Oh my god. Shoulders, 320 strength. Enchant is the 200 crit, or 200 strength, 200 crit. Back is 180 crit. The chest is 80 strength, 160 crit, 320 crit, 80 all stats. Bracers are 180 strength, Dancing Steel. Gloves has 160 crit, 80 PvP power, Enchanted 170 strength. Power Weapon, or whatever it's called, 160 crit, 320 crit. Both 320 crit gems, 320 crit gems. My crit is 2804, it's pretty high. But then my forging is here I forged crit from expertise. Here I did mastery from expertise. Haste crit. Haste mastery. Expertise to mastery. I didn't touch that one. Hit to mastery. Didn't touch that one. Haste to mastery. Crit and mastery. I didn't touch that one either. Haste to mastery. Hit to crit. And I'll go over the rotation real quick. Right here I'm going to go over my macros and rotation here. Let's look at my macros. Okay. The first one is slash cast at party 2. I'm not in party right now, so it would shift F. It would safeguard my party 2. Stormbolt is V, my focus. And burst is recklessness, trinket, skull banner, avatar, and bloodbath. I just have that for all in 2s. I'm doing 2s carry for gold. I'll just I'll go fury and go avatar or something like that, and it's just fun messing around. So I just put that. Demo banner, I don't even need that anymore. My focus charge is S, just like that. My fear is Alt A. This is for, you know, getting out of roots if you want to get the, I feel like, you know, if you want to get somewhere real fast and if you can't touch your teammates. And focus pummel is middle click. Safeguard as my party one, which is F. My Naga 2 numlock is, you know, battle stance, defensive stance. It's my numlock 2, my Naga. Okay, let's say you're going in threes right now, and you're going against LSD or something. What I usually do is, when we start on the Shaman, we'll start on the Shaman always, because I run to Warrior Pre-Shaman right now. I'll start off with the charge, I'll put a Mortal Strike on, so I can get my Deep Runes and Mortal Wounds off. I'll Colossus Smash, I'll Mortal Strike again, and I'll spam my Overpowers in them. If I have enough Rage, I'll put about 2 or 3 slams in them. I'll re-up Colossus. I'll just kind of keep bursting them. But we usually switch to the Resto Druid later in the match when Dampering's up, because LSD lasts a long time against Warrior Priest Shaman. And I'll be sure to do overviews about Warrior Priest Shaman too. It's pretty OP, but it's not as good as it was, like, you know, when Rifle ran it. It's like 2700 back in 5.2, I think it was. But you always want to, you know, stay in defensive stance at all times if you're getting attacked, but you can go battle stance if, like, you know, most of the time your priest will be getting trained whole game, no matter what. The only time people will go you is if it's like God comp or like, you know, double casters. But if it's always like with melee, they will go the priest, just because the priest is squishier and they're a better target. But alright, thanks for watching, guys. Drew out.